Taking it to the Shadowloo Bears.
I think he said Shadowloo Bears. I was like,
Taking it to the Shadowloo
oh, they're both
Bears.
playing. Who's who?
Oh my God!
You're brown haired. Okay.
I can't tell who is who. There are 2 Vegas on screen, Banky. 2. Count them. we have
So
an imposter, and we have the original Vega. This
Here on the Street Fighter 5.
The bracket is pretty much on that last stretch, so
Yeah.
you should be good to go.
Cool. Thank you.
Let my beauty intoxicate.
So much intoxicating beauty on one screen. My goodness. So Kevbot with the original blonde Aryan Vega.
Is he the original? Because I thought original Vega had brown hair. But
Oh,
that was Street Fighter 2 Vega. Alpha Vega had blonde hair, and then he was like, you know what, man? I want to be a brunette.
Was he
dope.
blonde originally?
No, he was blonde and
He's
vanilla.
brunette, right?
Or not vanilla. He was
Every game he changes his hair color.
brunette in Street Fighter 2. And then Alpha series, he went blonde.
Street Fighter 2 movie, like when he tries to rape Chun-Li,
Oh,
he was brunette, right?
Yeah, Trooper
Okay.
status, man. Talking about the Jean-Claude Van Damme one, right?
Yeah, dude, that's the best movie.
That's the only one, man.
Both players doing pretty good in neutral.
Yeah, I was actually thinking the same thing. And pretty similar on their
Great command grab.
got it.
Oh, went
got-
for a Zuna drop, got the swan
so-
dive.
the swan dive. I actually don't know how to deal with the Azuna drop in this game.
Every character can pretty much anti-air it. Just like with whatever
With like a
anti-air
normal
or
or
stand
something.
jab or whatever. If you try to jump back and do a normal, you might get a Zuna drop, so it's not really a safe thing to do. That's in personal experience. I'm not sure if that's true. Oh, went for the low jab, walk up, command grab. That is punishable. Kevin didn't get the correct punish on it. He could do a stand short, low jab into roll, I believe. Nice.
nice counter hit
Yeah,
setup.
meaty, stand strong.
Ooh, very smart.
What's the crush counter setup? Stay. Oh, goes
Going
behind.
for the mix-up.
That was sick. So I think Adam tried to go for the jump back normal to beat the Zuna drop.
My beauty is unshakable.
So we got 2 Vega players on screen and a Vega player watching them.
Oh my God.
Too many
Folks,
claws,
this
dude.
is illegal. The most illegal thing I've ever seen in the history of Street Fighter 5.
Vega Ditto, huh? I don't use that word here, sir.
I don't recall ever allowing Vega in tournaments. We had banned him long ago for being able to cross up with that
With the roll.
with the roll,
Yep.
the rainbow roll.
I was playing with my grandma one day and she did that setup on me. I told her grandma.
I'm like, yo, it's just like the throw setup with Goken. Shit was illegal, man.
Back throw.
Back throw into Ultra? Give me a break,
and Goken.
man. Ooh, very rare.
That was from Adam. Ooh, anime. Yeah, of course.
Goes for the Azuna
Gonna
grab.
drop. Kevin looking a little flustered.
Here on the Street Fighter 5.
Kevin's taking a minute to think with his big ass arms. Guys, for the first time on stream, he said hi, Mom.
Round
Hi,
1.
Mom.
Fight.
Okay, I forgot that combo. Stand fierce, crush counter. Really good defense here on Kevin's part.
Yeah, they're both playing really solid right
Yeah.
now. I feel that they're going to get pretty far into this. This is winners
Finals.
finals and bronze bracket, guys.
To be like, honestly, I think this is the most solid I've ever seen both these guys play. So.
Yeah, agreed.
It's kind of hard to tell though, because it's a Vega mirror. Right.
Well, there's not necessarily minimal, but I mean there's less jumping than I would be expecting.
Yeah.
And they're playing the tug of war game really well. Like
Right.
they're pressuring each other into the corner, and they know that the corner is a bad spot for the other.
And I see frame trap setups in the sub, so.
Going for mix-ups.
Yep. Good walk-up command grab from Kevin. Takes round 1. Here on Street Fighter 5.
Round 2. Fight.
Okay, nice anti-air from Kevin. Vega, not generally known for having good anti-airs, but these are the best he's ever had, I think, in any version.
Yeah, I think you're right.
There's going to be a stun.
Ooh.
Kevin adjusting really well.
Ooh, drops the combo.
Adam looking a little lost on what to do right now. Without a claw, without a paddle.
Doesn't have a claw, but they're both sitting on. They could be utilizing their meter just a little bit more.
Yeah, if you see, they're both like always sitting on super stock.
And it's not bad to sit on meter. It's
Jesse. What's up, man? AK Hider in the building.
Yeah, sitting on meter isn't a bad thing unless like you are just not putting any use to it.
Exactly. Do you know what Vega's good EX moves are outside of roll?
So yeah, I was about to say roll is good just because it's safe on block and it does get the extra damage. I'm not sure if the EX command grab does anything different. I know some characters have
more range, maybe.
Yeah, maybe more range. EX Azuna is a good EX is a good EX move because you can actually follow up into a full combo off of it.
Okay. So
it's like, isn't it like I'm pretty sure it's similar to Street Fighter 4 where he carries them up with him.
Yeah.
But then again, I'm pretty sure there's other options out there. I don't know Vega very well in this game.
Yeah. My dad's gonna commentate here in a second. So both players should be saving their meter for super is actually a really good option just to sit on. It hits on the way up, goes through fireballs, pays your bills for you, does everything you could ask for.
Got the skill to pay the bills. The thing that I'm like really liking about this matchup so far is this character is based off of like he has such a what the best word I can describe it is ignored. He's a very honest character.
Yeah, exactly.
Like he may have like the grabs and like he doesn't have a lot of mix-ups, which is like why
he's not really gimmicky.
Exactly. Like you have to play a very solid ground game with him, as well as like being able to find your opening with him.
Exactly.
Like anybody can go up and try to command throw, but if the other player is playing smart, they'll know if you're going to try to abuse that.
Like the biggest gimmick I think he has is cross-up roll.
Exactly. I was like trying to think of any. Maybe in some cases his V trigger, but the V trigger itself is also a reaction. A reaction move.
And he has a cross-up super on wake up. That's it.
Okay, that was the only. I was trying to remember one thing, and that was the one that really pissed me off.
Yeah. So here in the match, it's 1-1, and both players are they're going really even now. This is what I like to see.
Yeah, this is probably like one of the longer sets I've seen in Street Fighter V. Usually Street Fighter V matches, they go by pretty quick.
Yeah. Vega playing kind of a slow, calculated game. So when there's two Vegas, you know, it's not going to be the fastest, but you are going to see some smart stuff.
Definitely like a chess match. Like both players have time to think. They're trying to, you know, make the best decisions to punish the other player for what they're going to do.
But what I noticed from Adam here, like he's just doing a lot of wake-up sweeps or like throwing off sweeps neutral. It's working out for him.
Yeah.
But in the later levels, it's gonna get him killed.
Yeah.
You know?
Agreed. There's a few things like obviously some players make like the wrong choices. The one thing that I've noticed, I think it's coming from Kev, is just the random use of using V trigger. I feel that V trigger is very strong in this game. It doesn't necessarily make or break the character, but when you have a full V trigger on most characters, you need to use it in the right situation.
Yeah.
I don't want to interrupt them. When they're done, I want to find out after in the main character.
Yeah, Kevin just signed up. I don't know about that. Adam, okay.
Hey, Bombi. Am I on there? Sweet.
Cool. We'll pay you as soon as we start.
Alright, then.
And back to your thing about V trigger. On the other hand, I think V reversal is also really good.
It depends on some characters utilize it better than others.
Exactly.
Like some characters, I think Vega actually doesn't have a very great one either. But some characters put really good use to it. I was watching, I can't remember which tournament it was. It was over in Europe, and Snake Eyes was playing against a Birdie player. It was Alex versus Birdie, and the Birdie player knew that Alex is bad news if he's up close, and he abused his V reversal as much as he could. Just resetting it back to neutral, I feel, is such a strong option.
And the fact that it takes your stun away.
Yeah, you not only get rid of your stun, but reset. For a lot of characters, it can reset the situation back to a neutral setting. That way, you're not constantly getting somebody pressuring you.
Right.
Getting pressured in this game is not an easy thing to do.
And seeing your stun meter go down back to empty, it's really a good like mental help too. So
Otherwise, you might crack like
Yeah.
under pressure because like with my if I was in the situation with his stun meter where it's at, be like trying to figure everything out to get that.
yeah, your mind just scrambles for a way not to get stunned. You know, when all it takes is like a low short or something.
But that goes the same with the player applying the pressure. They can actually get really greedy when it comes to trying to force that little bit to get stunned in.
Exactly, yeah.
And they can make a bad decision.
Yep, and they just go way too hard, which I've seen before.
Yep.
So not pretty for anybody. Good attempt from Adam to try to punish the Sanchez game. Didn't quite get it. Dash up EX Zuno. Classic Vega play. Great stun from Kev.
And I feel that like the safest approach is what Kevin went for to get that stun. Is
Yep.
just going for minimal recovery on moves like light attacks.
Yeah,
or-
and that's all it took for a stun. Yeah. We're just going to say Adam was sitting on full meter, both V and EX bar. Starting to use it now. Oh man, that would have been the sickest combo that all hit.
if you had the meter for it, the V trigger.
And I feel both players can use overhead a little bit more. They're just catching each other crouching a lot.
Yeah.
They're going for throws. If that's getting broken, you can go for overheads to try to squeeze in a little more damage.
Man,
Kevin's going to take the
Kevin
set.
takes it. He's now in grand finals.
Grand finals. Really good set from both players though.
Yeah.
Vega wins.